Well, I suppose if they took them, the Zulu are, in a sense, friendlier with me, just because they don't have their own faith to compete with. Actually, they founded Catholicism, but they have yet to say boo about the alternate faith there. They just covet my lands. Greedy little buggers. As they literally steal it out from under my nose. They're like, oh, we wish we had more of that. It's so delicious. Alright, and now we wait for the non-existent barbarians to finally decide what they're not gonna do. Still have no idea why they don't show up on this map. They did in all my test startups before actually recording this, and now a unit was killed! Oh, they're actually barbarians attacking.
The press is the best instrument for enlightening the mind of man and improving him as a rational, moral, and social being.
Something to think about. I don't know if we're getting close to enlightenment here, but hey, we got crossbowmen, so if somebody refuses to become a rational, moral, and social being, they can be a pincushion. Honolulu and El Dorado, Fuji, Mines, Potosi, Fuji, Prada, Fountain of Youth, another Fuji, more Fountains of Youth. Boy, there's a lot of those, aren't there? And we got a great scientist! Alright! Just in time to select some new research and get some free science. So we could go ahead and pop acoustics. Start ourselves on the Sistine Chapel. Plus 25% culture in all cities. Hello. All the culture ever. Or we can make observatories. Caravels, there's really no need for sea units at all. And crossing oceans doesn't do us any good. Brazilwood Camp doesn't help us. Musician Guild would be cool. 3 great person points towards musicians. And the Opera House, also not bad. It's just a free, not free, but you know, it's more culture and great work slot building. All it really does. I think we want to pick up Chivalry next for that unique bull ring of ours. The Notre Dame would be pretty nice though. But plus 4 faith, plus 10 happiness, I think we can wait on that. Nobody else, seeing as they can't write yet, is anywhere near competing with us for it. So let's research Chivalry, and let's find that great science dude. Here you are. Faraday. Do we just want to grab 43,146 science? Or should we plunk down another, what do you call it? Thing. Academy? Academy. Yeah, on top of, like, the incense. That's not a good idea. You should not put an academy on top of incense. We don't want you smoking that. Drinking wine! Oh my gosh! What a terrible combination. Let's stick with the cotton, where we can just make some nice, academic robes. I think, yeah. Plus 8 science. We lose the 1 hammer. Not a big deal. Or I don't think we want to replace any of these. We want to lose that faith. No. But, oh man, 43,000 science does sound tempting. But it's not, especially since, you know, these cost 4,000. This costs 7,000. We could get like 12 of these all at once. Or 10 of the 4,000s. 6, 7. Oh, you know what I mean. A whole lot of them. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I don't want to waste him on doing that. Just to show you that it doesn't work, you have to trust me. We would get 3 techs, and all of that rollover would stop rolling over. Now, the other argument to be made is that while, yes, you don't quite get as much benefit as you would think out of 43,000 science, how much science are we going to get from 8 here in the next 200 turns, for example? I really like the idea of having more academies out here, though. Just for my own sake. But what is that? What was I trying to do? 8 times 200? That would be 1600? 1000 versus 43,000? Yeah, this is still way better, actually. So why don't we say like acoustics, architecture, economics, go something like that. So we've got some overflow, and just push the button. See what happens. Here we go.
Their rising all at once was as the sound of thunder.
Everything is suddenly more amazing. Rising all at once was the sound of thunder. Well, yeah, the sound of thunder of all this science. Okay.
In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
That brings us to the Renaissance era, which means these guys are going to be, I believe, more expensive now. At 300 now. But otherwise, no big deal. We're making 3,297 per turn. I think it'll be okay. I think we can still afford a missionary every single turn and still accumulate a whole lot of stuff. But you can see my progress now. Only 11,000. So this cost 7,000. I got 43. We spent 7 on acoustics, and now somehow I have 11 left. Are you kidding me? This game, I tell you, something else. You are something else. Alright. Well, we need a Sistine Chapel and Musicians Guild. And go ahead and pick up that windmill and opera house. When did we... Oh yeah, we just now unlocked the windmill with our machinery discovery. So, Central, you also have... Go ahead and grab a windmill and opera house. And I think... no, Bloodhaven is still getting a smokehouse. That's right, okay. Well, we will have plenty of productions to choose in the rest of this turn. But, hey! Scientific discovery! Dido's all like, I made it to the classical era. I'm like, ha! Renaissance, take that! Oh. Oh, this... Okay. That's right. So, hooray, first to the Renaissance, we get a spy. Unfortunately, so does everybody else. I really dislike... That makes no sense about this game. It's like, oh, it tries to be fair. It's no fair if you get the spy first and everybody else doesn't. Like, It's kind of fair. We're ahead of the game. That's the whole point. But obviously, I only have one reasonable option, and that is to put him in my capital as a defensive spy, because you know everybody is going to be putting their spy into my capital, because look at that potential. Look at that potential. 9,000. Holy cow. And I can't even cover it all. I'm going to need multiple spies just as defense, because, well, I don't have anything else to do with them. I'm not going to be able to steal any tech from anybody else. I have them all. I'm not going to be converting city-states to my favor. I have them all. So the only thing else to do is to play defense. A little sad, but, you know, it gets the job done. You need to make your way to Istanbul, not Constantinople. And this guy, oh, he flipped it again. How many you got now? 9? We're down to 0. Oh, he must have wiped it out. Darn you, great prophet. Boy, I'm really wishing this was Civ 6 now. We could duke it out and go to battle. So cool. Yeah, I do plan on, of course, playing a Spanish game in Civilization 6 for a religious victory. Just to try that out. We'll definitely be doing that sometime. This guy is just going to go ahead and convert Kuala Lumpur. So we lost Washington, but we got Kuala Lumpur. And Florence. And we got Florence. Yeah, who needs you, Washington? I do for the victory type. Unfortunate. True. Okay. You're still waiting on that missionary. You are trying to get to Valletta. They have things in the way. And you need to make your way to Jakarta or Makassar or wherever this guy's going. Something like that. Excuse me. And this settler is now in position to confound and surround the Iroquois nation. Alright, settle in, focus on that food production, and we are going to call you something... Oh, this is a good one. Calvin City. I accept. Perhaps another one, we can call it Hobbs. It's not on my list, but, you know, maybe just for the combination there. We'll go for that, that'll be funny. Alright, thank goodness we're up to 2,000 gold per turn. I was getting worried there, all of this spending. Buying workers, and agoras, and barracks, and brickworks, and cisterns, and libraries, and monuments, and potters, and sewers, and shrines, and temples, and town squares, and universities. It really does a number on the economy. Thank goodness we have a tax collector and a market to make up for it. Yeah, you need to start work on that ASAP. And that one. And we're going to need one of these and one of those. And probably grab a carpenter after that. Look good. Excellent, we've got tons of room for specialists, but we need to focus on food first. Speaking of making purchases, I'm going to need this, and this, and this, and this, and I'll take that too. Thank you. I should have bought the town council first, shouldn't I? It's okay. It's okay. We're doing fine. We still have 75,000 in the bank. It'll be okay. I can't get around this guy's stuff, so we'll have to go out that way, sneak around through the back door. This, aha! We're finally in position. Okay, let's do this smart. Let's, well, town square, yes. Town council. Oh, the town square reduces cost of, no, no, just change the production, that's why. Okay. It's like it suddenly dropped the turn to produce, not the cost of buying. I don't remember what that one is. There is something that decreases the cost of buying buildings. Isn't there? No, not a building. I'm thinking of social policies. But now that we have that, we can go ahead and buy all of this and block them in. Mahaha. Okay, and we'll snatch that up next. Yes, good. Food focus. And I think I want to go ahead and lock that in. Yes, it's going to take 2 turns for that first citizen, but the governor's going to send him straight back to this place, the Sri Prada, yes. And then we'll be rolling from there, because I've already got, what is this, 8 something? Yeah, 8 food in the capital by itself. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Thank you, city-states. Now, for the rest of the buildings, the tax collector, naturally, the shrine, the temple, the sewer, the potter, the monument, the library, and university. And then going up the line, we still need to grab a cistern, a brickworks, a barracks, an agora, an amphitheater, coliseum, and the market. Excellent. And now you can start making like public baths or something. And a carpenter. Sure. That looks good to me. You should go Why are you not? Just go here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and hit it! Batmania! Haha! Good job, guys. Good job. Where are you going? I really wish, you know, this enhanced user interface is great. If they could enhance it yet further, not that they're really going to. Civ 6 is out. Let's move on. But still, something to indicate where his destination currently is. So I have no idea if I want him to move here and wait for like this guy to get up there, or if I should have him go ahead and go up here. That'll be 3 turns, and then I can have this guy reach here in 4. Seems a little backwards. I know you are going down here, or there, and you're going down here. Ah, I'm losing track of where all my settlers are to be settling. Oh, I never changed your name. Sorry. After Calvin, we have Kara. Manga. It's like Cucamonga, but not. Okay, whew. That was close. That was close. We almost... It was almost bad there. Delete. You don't have any current orders? And you don't either, actually. I don't have a cancel movement button on these guys. Okay. So, we get to do whatever we want. How about we settle here? I think... Yeah, I think I just want to go ahead and settle this. Let's do it! Found these cities. Get it done and over with. We'll start with the name this time. This one will be Coral City, also known as Corral City. Just put the emphasis on a different syllable and call it good. We need an agora and a barracks and a brickworks, just like everybody else. You can build a carpentry for yourself if you would like. I'm going to insist on the library and the monument, and the potter, and the sewer, the shrine, temple. Make yourself a town council. I'm going to buy the town square for you, as well as the university. And back up, I think, then need amphitheater, coliseum. And I don't have market. What did I miss? Tax collector, then market. There we go. Alright, burning through the midnight gold. But it must be done. It must be done. I bet if we checked our graphic here, this is income or treasury. There we go. Reached our peak, and now we're in massive spending habits. I don't know why there's just these gaps of no data. I can't explain that. But our treasury is heading for the tanker. I really need, if I can get this to 5,000, it'll be set. That's about what it's costing me to set these cities up. Newly founded. But we're gonna run out of room for more cities soon anyways, right? Settle, you know, 60,000, that can afford, what, 12 more 5,000 gold cities? That's probably the limit there. So we'll be left with just whatever income we can generate in that time from there. Now you, Calvin, you've got 90 pressure. I'm sure you're going to flip in like a turn or two. So we'll just have this guy go ahead and move on. There we go. And oh my gosh, more settlers. Okay, yes. I might want to step back one, because these jerks have grown. Let's see, back here. Oh, I've got all that overlap with myself. So let's stay here and reach that El Dorado. We don't get this one, unfortunately. But you know what I could do? If we were really desperate, we could, do I have any great generals? Could send him over there and steal it. Take it from them. And that would actually be worth doing, since I can make 4 food, 16 faith out of it. Totally worth having. Totally worth having. Alright, but that's a challenge for another day. We'll start by settling the city first. We're going to call this one Dis. Then Dis, my city. And you're going to get the same treatment. Worker, Agora, Barracks, Brickworks, Cistern, Library, and Monument, and Potter, Sewer, Shrine, Tax Collector, and Temple, Town Square, build Town Council, buy University, go back up, add the Market, Amphitheater, and Coliseum! With Carpentry in the queue as well. Alright. How's that? You're on food focus, but you're still working there. Are you some kind of stupid? Seriously? 3 food. 3 whole foods. And yeah, we're gonna need that. And should we just go all out? Should we go nuts? Let's go nuts. Do it now, so they can't yell at us later. And you're going to take that first. 1, 2, 3. And they will not. That is outside of their typical work range, so they will not be able to grab that before they fill their standard time. So, 3 turns before we take the Old Faithful. I think we'll be okay. I think we will get it first. I'm not going to worry too much more about that. Oh, how about Singapore? How about Singapore? Yeah, maybe we need a few more of this. A little bit more of this. A little bit of that. Okay. Okay, buying all the things around this. Oh, that really hurt. Oh my goodness. Ow. Ow, the pain. Oh, it's like a... It's like some new form of heartburn. It pains me to do so. But it had to be done. Had to be done. Get that Batmanian coral. And they can get a pagoda and mosque. These are super cheap, and we've got plenty of... We almost have... about half as much faith in the bank as we do gold. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. You are going here, hopefully to grab these Eldorados. I think we can grab all 3 of them, can't we? Yeah, one city like on this forest. Yes, you better be heading for that forest. Lickety split. Right, let me just make sure. I want you on that forest. If I had some other idea before, I changed my mind. I want you on the forest. And as for this guy, you're gonna come up to this forest. Or maybe the river. I don't know. Figure something out. Something like that. Somewhere between the forest and the river. And you still need to get to the bisons. Go ahead and do that. You'll wait for him to settle. And that does it for units. Alright, production time! Jump! Jump, jump, jump. How are you doing? You need a guy in the workshop. And now you need... Windmill? Windmill I need for the cannery. I don't know what the cannery does, but it sounds delicious. So let's go for the windmill. More production, never hurt anybody. Atlantis, stock your university, workshop, and market, please. Thank you. And you probably also want to go ahead and grab that windmill. It's the most useful thing you can get right now. Plus 5% food, plus 1 food, plus 1 production, plus 5% production. I mean, it's a little bit of all the good stuff. It's fantastic. You can't beat that. Unless you require something else. Ooh, the tannery. It's just Mellowborn coal. Not a big deal. Although I keep saying, I want more gold, and yet I'm avoiding all the buildings that add more gold. Here, have a marketer person give me 8 more gold. That'll help. This guy... Star City, the star of cities. You can make the perfumery. That would be nice. Get the workshop first. That's top priority. Starling. Windmill. Rapid. Man that market and build a workshop. The shop of working. Edge. You can afford some people in that university. And you... Oh. We're definitely missing some things. We don't have a market here. We're gonna need an agora. Yikes. National City. Looks like they do have agora and market. All that wonderful thing. They just need the university to top it off. Excellent. Okay, Tritonus. Tritonus is a little behind. Tritonus is going to need to work very hard. In fact, I'm going to buy them a brickworks just to make this go so much faster. Agora. Amphitheater. Ivy Town. Barracks, dude. Barracks. Camelot. You are stuffed full of people. I think you can afford to put some in the university. Also, have a brickworks. I'm of the opinion that brickworks, that 10% production towards buildings, since we're going to be making exclusively buildings, totally worth 380 gold everywhere. So we're going to be buying up all the brickworks as soon as I see somewhere that doesn't have one. You got the tax collector. But you don't have the agora. Okay, let's grab the agora and then we can finish off the market. You need a brickworks. And a barracks. Come on, guys. One thing. I need 19 more barracks or whatever. We're almost there. You have a shrine. You have a barracks. Okay. Armory is on the list, so clearly it has a barracks. Do you have a brickworks? Yeah, okay. Just checking. Cryptonopolis. Okay. Can never be too sure. Go ahead and get that temple. We gotta check up here. No, you don't have the barracks. Skipped over barracks on so many of these, and now I'm beating myself in the head over it. Get somebody in that agora. Make some culture. It's gonna take me 2 whole turns to get that social policy. That's like forever in real time. No, it's like an hour. Hopefully. I really would like it to be less than that, but there's so many cities to go through. You have an agora. Get me... What comes next? Tax collector. That's right. Tax collector. Yes, raking in the cash. Raking in the cash. You got the Colosseum. Do you have barracks and brickworks? Yes. Okay. You get a tax collector. Asgard. Has an agora. Start working it. Work it. Work it, dude. And got the tax collector. Go ahead and grab the market. Millennium has Colosseum. Get the agora. New Venice. Finish the barracks. Okay, same deal. We're going with the agoras first. University. Shrine. Okay, it's 1 turn. Pick off that temple. Mammoth is ready for the university. And Tranquility. Got the barracks. Right. Do we go Agora? I think we're going Agora Tax Collector first. That, because of this needing more gold to buy the things, to get the things, I think I'm going to shift my focus. I had been working on the kind of the older ones first, just because they were lower production costs, would go faster. But I think I'm going to switch that up and push for the agoras and the markets and the tax collectors more heavily now, just because they'll help me buy the other buildings that I don't build. Okay, you have the library. And university would be 7 turns, or we could get an agora in 4. Yeah, let's do that. Armageddon. Barracks. It's gotta be barracks. And Hatton Corners with the barracks. I'm gonna go for the agora. And Farmingdale, public baths. You need a barracks. And sidekick. Oh yeah! Agora time for the sidekick. Okay, public baths. Barracks in 1 turn. Cloister. They've got a carpentry. Oh, well. Let's scoop up that workshop. Keep the high production flowing. Because if you can build it, then I don't have to buy it, which means don't worry about the monies. Just give me hammers. Hammers are better.